Hi everyone, the Magpie here, and today we've got something else Jurassic World related, and this is the Jurassic World Dominion sound slashing Therizinosaurus. I'm hoping I have pronounced that right. This looks absolutely amazing. I know I'm a little bit late reviewing this one. It's actually been out a little while in the US, but it's finally out now in the UK, just like the rest of the Dominion line. And this looks absolutely awesome. It's a very large figure. It's very detailed. There's lots of articulation, sounds, movements. So there's lots to go over with this review. The packaging is ginormous. The packaging for the Dominion line is pretty much all the same. But as you can see, it's compatible with the Jurassic World Facts app, which I always show you the scan code on my review so you can pause away and scan away. We have an amazing picture of the T-Rex here with some dark skies, pretty much the same. Some vehicles and helicopters in the background. Shows you some really cool pictures of the figure in action here and here and here. I did a quick size comparison, and it is a very large figure. I don't think I'm going to do one in the actual video, but it's a really big figure. It's nearly as big as the Spinosaurus, which is, I don't feel like that's right. And it's as big as the T-Rex. Back-wise, they're taller, but neck-wise, this one seems taller, but if it puts its neck down, it seems quite a nice size. But I'm not too mad at it. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly get that out of the way, because I don't think I'm going to do a size comparison, as there's so much to go through with just one figure alone anyway. But yeah, and the packaging is really, really cool as well. The box is really big. And then we've got the Jurassic World Dominion logo here, which looks really nice in the logo. Ember colouring, and then like a wood effect going all the way around. Really, really nice. This is called Sound Slashin, and it's a really cool, unusual name. And then on the back of the, on the side of the packaging, we've just got the logo there. And then on the back of the packaging, we've got a really cool picture of the figure in action. It does sounds, it's got action features, it's got loads of articulation, loads of details, and then it just shows you the new T-Rex. Now, as much as I think this T-Rex is absolutely beautiful, I am not really going to get my hands on it again, because I've got tons of T-Rexes and I don't really feel like I need to get another one. Maybe in the future I may get it, but at the moment, at this moment in time, I'm not. But yeah, this is from Smyths, and it retails for £42, and it's definitely worth adding. It's definitely worth, well, yeah, it's definitely worth adding to your Jurassic World collection, but it's definitely worth the price, because it is a big figure. There is a lot going on, and it is very detailed. So I will link it in the description box down below, but without further ado, I'm going to get this amazing figure out of the packaging. So everyone, I've got the Therizinosaurus out of the packaging. I am hoping that I have pronounced that right, but my overall thoughts on this figure is it's 100%, 10 out of 10 for everything. Articulation, the coloured scheme, the sculpt, the action feature, everything is amazing. But I'm still going to do a review so you can see the full ins and out of this figure. I know a lot of people have had a few mixed feelings about the face sculpt looking quite raptorish, but I think it personally still looks really, really good the way they've done it. It has got a beak, but I think if they extended the beak, they would make it look a little bit more like the species in the face. And a few people are annoyed because it's got teeth, and because it's like an herbivore, that may annoy a lot of people. But if you think about it in a different way, with or without it having teeth, with them long talons, you would think that it was a carnivore, because they just look like weapons to me, and they'd be amazing weapons for hunting. But if scientists say this is an herbivore, then it's an herbivore. I don't fully know tons about this species, but I know quite, and I still know quite a bit as well. But I really love the coloured schemes. It's got this really nice burgundy red, and then little scatters of this burgundy red going throughout the feathering detail. Then we've got this like flesh of like white colour, and then this nice grey colour, and a nice bone grey colour around for the talons or claws, whatever you want it to be. And then to finish it off, we've got this nice black with a tint of dark blue. Really nicely done. This is the face sculpt up close. It looks absolutely incredible. It's very highly detailed. I'm trying to focus it in. So yeah, as you can see, it's very highly detailed, and it's got some really nice flesh tones going around the eye, and some nice crease detailing and some bag detailing, with some indivots around the nose area and some feathering detailing, which is a really nice added touch there. It would have been nice if they did add that beak area a little bit more extended, so it might have looked more like its species, but we can all tell what species it is anyway, and just looks really incredible. And then we've got some feathering detailing at the top of the head with this burgundy red striping, which I'll show you that in a sec. Then this is the other side of the face as well. It's got a really nice narrow triangle-ish shape to the head here, and that makes it look a little bit more like the species in the head. But overall, this looks absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see it featured in the new movie, which is literally less than 2 months away, so I can't wait. And then the inside of the mouth, we can see it's got some nice sculpting in the shape here, and some nice sculpting of the teeth, with or without us complaining that it should or shouldn't have had teeth. At least they're not really big teeth, then it might have really bothered people, but with the mouth closed, it looks just amazing. It's so good. I love how the grey fades really nice with that dark colouring, and just adds that little bit depth in the shading here, and then a little bit of texture on the jawline there. And then in the neck area, we've got some feathering detail, which is pretty much like the same feathering detail throughout the full body. And then it's got this nice like white line what fades in between this grey colour and then this dark colour on the side. And then on the actual body itself, this side has got some, with this red colour, it's actually got this red streak what goes all the way down. I'm trying to do it so it doesn't make it sounds. So it's got this red streak going all the way from the top of the head, going down the neck and going throughout the body. Not all the way down to the tail, but that doesn't bother me. And then this side has more paint streaky, darker red. And then this side's more blended and faded red, as you can see there. So they've actually made these sides different. They usually kind of mirror what the other side's doing, but this time it's just red markings, and then this is more fadier, and then it's fading throughout here, so it just gives it that bit more shading and definition in the actual sculpt itself. And then it's just got this throughout, this really nice different various feathering detail throughout the full body pretty much. The details in the legs are really nicely done as well. You can see really all the different lines and strokes of the different feathering detail. And yeah, and then we've got actually some skin detailing here, which is like some crease and like wrinkly detailing in the back of the thigh going down to the back bit of the leg. It's like a giant chicken leg. And then we've got some crease detailing, and then it goes into this fade detailing, going to the back of the leg there. Really nice. And then what I really like about this as well is they've actually added extra little bits of smudge detailing. So if you can see, well, smudge colouring, so you can see this little bit of burgundy here. It kind of follows through the full body, like on the arms. It's hard to show you, but it's got some bits of like browns in here, brown here, fading there. You can see it a bit more there, which is really, really nicely done. And then we've got some fade detailing here. And then the claws are really nicely sculpted. Well, the feet are really nicely sculpted as well. Like I've said on previous videos, sometimes the claws bother me not being painted, and sometimes it does. This time it doesn't bother me, but if they did, it would have been nice if they used this nice bone colour. This bone colour grey on the bottom, or this colour on the bottom. But yeah, really nice. I really like this scale detailing on here. It's got absolutely tons of detail in this figure. Now down to the tail area. So as you can see, it's this dark, like black, almost got a tint of blue in it. And then some smudges of this brown colour throughout as well. It's hard to show you, but there is... Oh, there's a bit of the sound. It's got, as you can see there, it's got some smudge detailing and some smudge detailing here. But better to show you it a bit more closely, as you can see there. So it's just them little added details where Mattel's done such a good job on this figure. And the tail is absolutely beautiful. It's got this mirror effect going of feathering, no pun intended. And you can see that it's got some really nice scatters of the feather, different varies of different sizes of feathers. And you can actually see that they've sculpted little lines for the feathers. I really love going over the details of these figures because they do such a brilliant job on them. And you can really see the details of the feathering there. I must have said the word feathering about 1,000,000 times, but yeah, they've done such a brilliant job. And I love how it just comes out like that. How some of these dinosaurs should have looked. I'm just going to try and wipe so you can see the camera a little bit better. And now to my favourite part of the figure. We've actually got the claws, which is really, really nicely done. Or talons, whatever you want to call it. But it's got some really nice groove detailing in this nice bone grey colour. You can see the little crease and like lines in the sculpt itself. And then it fades. It's got like a little bit of shading definition throughout, going from the skin into the nail itself, which I think is a really nice added little detail there. Nicely sculpted hand bits here. And then it's got some crease detailing here. And then some feathering detail on the actual arm itself. And feathering bit details here as well. They're really, really nicely done. And as you can see, it has lots of movements. So now I am actually going to get down to the articulation. So I'll start with the I'll start with the head first. So I'm just going to move the camera back a little bit. It's not really focusing. There we go. So as you can see, it can move its head side to side like that. It's like on a ball joint, so you can get some really nice movements, and it moves really smooth. You can move it side to side like that. Oh, there's a cool sound. You can move it down like that, side to side. And then we've got, as you can see, it's got some wrist articulation here, so it's just got a swivel in the joint, and I'm so glad they've added quite a lot of detail, articulation in this area, because these are like the weapons, shall we say. So yeah, you can move the wrist up like that far down, and then obviously it's in a swivel joint, and then you can do the same that far up on the elbow joint, that far down, and swivel joint, and it moves really smooth as well. And then we've got some movement in the arms, so you can move the arms that far up. You could probably go all the way around, but it probably might be a bit restricted. You can go that far down, and then it can come out like that, and that's also on a swivel joint as well. And then we've got the articulation in the jaw, but that can only be open and closed through the action feature. Then we have some articulation in the legs, so you can do really good running action, and it can do some really cool sounds, as you can see there. It can move the thighs in and out as well. And with this figure, they've actually added an extra joint, which which to be fair is a bit pointless because it doesn't really move. But what is really cool is you can actually move the knee area, and it's on a swivel joint, so you can move it in and out and a little bit up and down as well, which is really, really cool. And then I'm just going to bring it further back, and if you press this tail and the button here on the tail, it will open and close its mouth and do some awesome sounds. If you put the, I don't know how you do this, so it can move the neck as well. If you move it side to side, it does some thrashing sounds. That is absolutely incredible. Like, this figure is amazing. And then the scan code is hidden here. You have to use your nails, so make sure you have nails. This is the scan code here. You have to just pull it up here, and I'm trying to get that focus so you can see that nice and clear. So you can pause away and scan away, and as you can see, it just goes boom, and then it's blended with the rest of the sculpt. So yeah, there's absolutely loads of details on this figure. The battery bit is there with the speaker. There's the Jurassic World symbol there. It's got some nice details of brown detailing underneath, and it's a very large figure. I was going to do a size comparison, but I think the human figures would come up to about here. It just looks absolutely magnificent, and it's definitely worth adding to your Jurassic World collection. I know a lot of people have got mixed feelings about the head sculpt, but my personal feeling is I love it, and there isn't one bad thing I can say about this figure. It's got an amazing action feature, it's got some really good movements, it's got some good articulation, the coloured scheme's really, really nice, it's really moody, it's got a really menacing, scary kind of look to it, and it's got extra little bits of articulation in the arms, and yeah, so sculpt 10 out of 10, articulation 10 out of 10, action feature 10 out of 10, coloured scheme 10 out of 10, and overall, and the sounds sound amazing as well. It's just a bit annoying sometimes that if you move it a certain way, it'll just randomly do that. But other than that, it's really, really cool. And one more thing I want to say before I end this review is it is nice and sturdy. It doesn't feel like it's going to dip or fall. If you've made it to this far of the video, that is good to know. So yeah, I am done with this review. I absolutely love it. It's £42 from Smyths. It is out in other retail places as well. You can get it off Amazon and it's out globally as far as I know. Maybe some odd people might be still struggling to find this figure. I'm sorry that it's a little bit late. So please like and subscribe to my channel for more toy related stuff. I do a big mixed range of toys on my channel, but at the moment it's just Jurassic World related because they're coming out quite good. I'm hoping that we keep it up, but it's the UK. It's very hit and miss sometimes. And with me being a YouTuber, I like to keep on top of my reviewers so I can keep up with doing my channel. So it'll really help if you liked and subscribed. Follow me on my Instagram as well, which I do lots of toys on there, especially Jurassic World stuff and upcoming toys that are coming out and upcoming reviews that are coming out and photography photos and yeah, a bit of everything really. So go get your hands on this amazing figure and I'll see you all on the next one, and bye guys.